Hello there, welcome to 7Edition. I'm Shafiqa Razali. Here are your headlines. Police on the hunt for main suspect over Sungai Kim Kim toxic pollution. Over 1.5 million videos of the New Zealand mass shootings taken down by Facebook. And massive flash floods in Indonesia claim at least 50 lives. Good evening. We begin tonight's bulletin with new developments on the Christchurch mass shootings on Friday. The death toll in the New Zealand mosque shootings has risen to 50 today after police found another body at one of the two mosques where incident took place. This as local authorities are preparing to return the victims' bodies to their respective families. Preparations for their burial are also underway at Christchurch Memorial Park. According to the country's police commissioner, Mike Bush, the body of the 50th victim was found at the Al Noor Mosque, where more than 40 people died on Friday, while another 13 people, including a child who were receiving treatment at Christchurch Hospital, remain in critical condition, with some requiring multiple surgeries. Bush also said Australian Brenton Tarrant, aged 28, who was charged over Friday's twin mosque attacks, is believed to have acted alone, with 3 others arrested afterwards are not believed to have been involved in the deadly attack. Meanwhile, speaking to reporters, New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said police were working as quickly as they could with investigations, where she expected all of the victims' bodies would be returned to their families latest by Wednesday. Ardern also said cabinet meetings would take place on Monday to discuss issues including gun policy reform and pay tribute in the House the following day. Tarrant, a suspected white supremacist, was charged with murder on Saturday after he was nabbed following the mass shooting. He was remanded without a plea and is due back in court on April 5th, where police said he was likely to face further murder charges. In another development, Australian police are investigating the egg incident in which a teenager smashed an egg onto the head of a controversial lawmaker who blamed Muslims for violence after the New Zealand terror attack that killed 50 people at 2 mosques on Friday. In a statement, Victoria Police said the humiliating incident was being investigated in its entirety and that it involved a 17-year-old boy. Right after he was attacked with the egg, Queensland Senator Fraser Anning swung his hand twice, smacking the teenager, who was then tackled to the ground by the senator's supporters. Meanwhile, the Melbourne teen known as Will Connolly has been hailed as a hero and dubbed the Egg Boy on social media. Connolly, when addressing the issue for the first time on Twitter, however, warned like-minded activists against taking part in such an activity. Following the incident, many, especially Muslims, have been flooding his old post on his Instagram account, which praise and comments. Some even offered him with gifts, including a free trip to Turkey with 5-star hotel stay, as well as a Ferrari. Meanwhile, the world have come together, paying tribute to New Zealanders and honouring the victims of the mosque massacres in Christchurch. The shockwaves from the shocking tragedy not only rippled across New Zealand, but also the rest of the globe, prompting interfaith solidarity as well as outpouring of support for Muslims.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sayyidina Muhammadu wa Allah. Alihi wa sahabahi ajmain. Around the events in Christchurch yesterday. To everyone affected by this tragedy.
On the home front, violent online games such as PlayerUnknown's Battleground or PUBG among gamers should not be blamed for extremist acts. Youth and Sports Minister Syed Abdul Rahman said extremists or terrorists would carry out acts of violence with or without exposure to online games.
Percayalah ada ke tak ada game ke, kalau orang dah ada fahaman ekstremisme itu, dia tetap akan lakukan dan laksanakan. Seperti tahun-tahun yang dah lepas bila tiada PUBG tetap keganasan itu berlaku. So, jangan kita cepat salahkan satu tempat. I think
The minister was commenting on whether the government would ban online games with violent elements such as PUBG following the act of terror that happened at the two mosques in New Zealand last Friday. While Malaysia condemns the act of terror, which claimed 50 lives, Syed Saddiq said the world should not be quick to blame online games. Following the mass shootings, several cities in India has also banned the game after concerns were raised about its ability to influence people to act violently. Moving on, police have several leads on the suspect involved with the dumping of chemical waste in Sungai Kim Kim in Pasir Gudang, Johor. Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi Harun said efforts to hunt the suspect are being aggressively carried out, involving Bukit Aman and the state police.
Ini kita ada some lead lah, dan kita yakin usaha untuk mengesan suspek yang terlibat tu sedang kita perhebatkan pada ketika ini, dan operasi mengesan dan menjejak suspek yang berkaitan sedang kita laksanakan.
He said this to reporters after visiting the victims of the toxic fumes who were being treated at the medic base at Pasir Gudang Municipal Council's closed stadium. Tan Sri Fuzi also urged the public to give their full cooperation to the agencies, including police, that are handling security in the red zone area. He also said police has stationed 3 platoons comprising 150 personnel to guard and boost security at the temporarily vacated housing areas following the incident. To date, 76 police reports had been lodged regarding the Pasir Gudang toxic chemical pollution. Meanwhile, as of midnight yesterday, as many as 143 who were affected by the chemical waste contamination incident were still receiving treatment in hospitals. Chairman of the State Health, Environment and Agriculture Committee, Dr. Saruddin Jamal, said they include 36 people who were referred to hospitals outside the district and 29 in hospitals in other states. He added 7 patients are still warded in the intensive care unit and reported to be in stable condition. He also said that 108 people have been allowed to go home after receiving treatment at the Sultanah Aminah Hospital, Sultan Ismail Hospital and Permai Hospital. Now, the Johor Fire and Rescue Department has advised the public not to panic over the existence of hydrogen cyanide gas as a result of chemical dumping activities in Sungai Kim Kim. Its director, Dato' Yahaya Madis, said the current reading of the hydrogen cyanide gas is below 2.0 parts per million or ppm, which is considered safe. This compared to 4.5 ppm recorded in the Tanjung Putri area since March 7th.
Jadi sinida ni ada 2. Sinida yang asli yang dijadikan senjata kimia dan sinida itu memang berbahaya. Sinida yang ni pun bahaya tapi ia adalah hasil daripada tindak balas bahan-bahan buangan. Mana kadang-kadang ada, kadang-kadang tak ada, dan dia punya kadar tu pun biasanya tidak melepasi paras bahaya sangat.
It was believed that chemicals containing substances used to dissolve metal at a scrapyard and a chemical factory in Kulai were discharged into the river about a week ago. He told this to reporters when explaining the contamination process that patients need to undergo before getting treatment at the medic base in the Pasir Gudang Municipal Council Indoor Stadium. Now, the cleaning up process along 1.5 kilometers of Sungai Kim Kim, which began on Wednesday, was completed today. Energy, Technology, Science, Climate Change and Environment Minister Yeo Bee Yin said monitoring would continue to see if anything more needs to be done.
Proses pembersihan sudah disiap, tapi hari ini Sungai Kim Kim telah siap ya. Sungai Kim Kim telah siap, tapi hari ini kita nak tengok ada lagi tak? Ada lagi tempat nak bersihkan ke tak? So yang ni kita kena pantau ya. So hari ini kita boleh kata hari pemantauan. Ya, selepas pemantauan hari ini baru kita boleh tengok what is the next step. Langkah seterusnya apakah yang kita boleh buat ya.
30 teams comprising DOE members and chemistry department personnel were deployed to 30 schools located 3 to 9 kilometers from the river to monitor air quality by using gas detectors. Prior to this, the DOE monitored the air quality in different places and found the quality was at a safe level. Yeo also said that the full report on the air quality will be made public tomorrow. In other news, more than 100 Kampung Air Sandakan Sabah residents were made homeless after a morning fire destroyed 32 houses at the water village today. The blaze, which started about 5:20 a.m., also saw a man injured. Sabah Fire and Rescue Department spokesperson said they were alerted at 5:28 a.m. and 19 firemen were dispatched to the scene. According to the spokesperson, the massive fire destroyed about 0.8 hectare of the area. The flames were put out about an hour later at 6:30 a.m. Luckily, no other casualties were reported. The cause of the fire and the amount of losses are being investigated. After the break, Tun M taken on a hot lap in the Neo EP9. Details next. Welcome back. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad today said the move to launch the third national car project is to enable Malaysians to gain knowledge in automotive engineering technology. He also believed that Malaysians know nothing and lacked knowledge in regards to the automotive engineering industry.
And people think that our cars are bad. Don't buy Malaysian cars, buy foreign cars. Don't go into third national car because it is bad. You see, you think they know the technology involved here? You see the engine just now? We know nothing about automotive engineering. That is why we are introducing the third national car to learn. Please learn to learn. Malaysians think they know everything already. They don't want this car because, oh, it's a waste of money. They think they know everything about automotive engineering. They know nothing.
Citing China, he explained that the country has progressed in a very short period of time because they ventured into the automotive business. Tun Dr. Mahathir previously reaffirmed his aspiration for the third national car project during his visit to Japan in June. It was reported that the third national car project could roll out its first vehicle by 2022. Meanwhile, Tun Dr. Mahathir took a ride in the Neo EP9 around the Sepang International Circuit along with race car driver Jaisman Jaafar in a symbolic launch of Asia GT Festival. The two-seater sports car is one of the world's fastest electric-powered cars.
Very thrilling. My heart rate went up to 140.
At today's event, the Premier also flagged off the Malaysia Speed Festival Saga Cup race, which pays tribute to his brainchild from the 1980s, the evergreen Proton Saga. He also commended the 71st generation Proton Saga, saying the cars sounded like Formula One cars. Now, let's head on over to our daily segment Clickbait, where we take a look at what's trending and making rounds in the cyber world today. We often hear about art imitating reality, but rarely the other way around, especially when it actually can bring a positive difference in our lives. This was the case with the infamous One Punch Man workout challenge, as even those who aren't fans of the titular anime have heard about its intensity and near impossible routine. Well, a man from Singapore bravely took on the challenge, and 30 days later he's got the astounding results to show for it. Take a look. According to the World of Buzz, the 38-year-old man named Sean Xia decided to knock his body back into shape after spending Chinese New Year holidays and 3 months of travelling without exercising. Weighing 70 kilograms with a body age of 40 and a pot belly, he was determined to see results and committed himself to the One Punch Man routine. The most difficult part of the routine, apart from 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups and 100 squats, is the excruciating 10-kilometer run every day for a week. Suffice to say that although Sean didn't really transform into a superhero like the anime's main character, Saitama, he indeed managed to transform his body. He not only lost 5 kilos, but decreased his body age to 36 and decreased his visceral fat rating to 8.5 from 10 previously. Now, the hardest part would probably be how to maintain his fab figure. Now updated as of 7 p.m, here are the top trending topics and searches on the internet today. When we return, local eSports team set to compete in a $500,000 prize pool tournament. Stay with us. Now it's time for our My Game On segment, bringing you the latest esports news in Malaysia. Local esports team M8 Hexa have recently confirmed their spot at the Arena of Valor World Cup, scheduled to take place later this year in Vietnam. They will battle 16 other teams from across the world for a chance to bring glory to Malaysia and win a share of the $500,000 prize pool. One Izul Islam meets up with the team to find out more.
Welcome to My Game On, everyone. With me, One Izul Islam, and for this segment today, we have a very special interview lined up. I'm here with, of course, the team manager as well as the team captain from M8 Hexa, Gary Gunn and Howard Yim. Alright, so Gary, you are the team manager for M8 Hexa. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about the team. Who are they? What are they? And how long have they been playing?
Well, M8 Hexa is a Malaysian eSport team. So we have come together since early last year, and we have participated in games like Arena of Valor, StarCraft 2, and also King of Glory, and also some other titles such as Clash Royale, and also some mobile games as well. Now, our team has been playing together since early last year, and it was a hard journey for them because they were like in second or third place for multiple tournaments before they have their breakthrough in this tournament.
Alright, so now we have the team captain for M8 Hexa, Howard Yim. Tell me, you guys must be on cloud 9 right now after that amazing victory. Now you have to represent the MSP region, Malaysia, Singapore and Philippines at the Arena of Valor World Cup. How did you guys get there?
On March 9, we managed to beat Team Ikan Masin from Terengganu 3-1, and we will represent Malaysia to ESL Clash of Nations 2019 in Jakarta next 2 weeks. And this allows us to qualify to the Arena of Valor World Cup qualifier, and in the grand final we managed to beat Team Liak from Philippines 3-2, and we will represent MSP region to the Arena of Valor World Cup 2019.
Fantastic, guys. Awesome. The Arena of Valor World Cup, definitely a prestigious tournament indeed that you guys will be participating in. So how is your preparation for this tournament?
At this moment, we are working on the team logistics and also for team sponsor. Just trying to sort out all the details before the year comes to a busy schedule. Now, also take note, like ESM just announced that we are going to have Arena of Valor SEA Games happening in Manila at the year end. So we also hope to bring that title back to Malaysia.
On the player side, we spend 4 hours per day, almost every day, to practice the game. And also we will spend 2 hours a day to study our opponent we play, to learn their strategy, and we will do our best in the Arena of Valor World Cup.
Alright guys, definitely best of luck for the Arena of Valor World Cup. We're wishing you all the best, and we hope that you guys get up on top and bring back the trophy for Malaysia. So that's all the time we have for this segment of eSports and My Game On, with of course the team MHX, Howard Yim, the team captain, as well as the team manager Gary Gunn. Catch us again next week for the same eSports segment, only on 7Edition.
And that wraps up 7Edition for this evening. Before we leave, let's take a look at this video where thousands of people are flocking to cities and counties in southwest China where various flowers are in full bloom. I'm Shafika Razali. Have a good day and thank you for watching.